My name's Rafael, you watch Rock or Garage, and today I'm going to tell you which are 10 Metallica songs that Kirk Hammett, James Hetfield, Lars Ulrich, and Rob Trujillo said are some of their favorites to play live. But first, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your comment. Well, a couple of years ago, about 10 years ago, they gave an interview to San Jose Sharks. They were playing in their stadium at the time, and they were asked which were some of their favorite songs to play live. And they listed a couple of them, and today I'm going to show you which songs they choose. The first, let's start with Rob Trujillo, the bassist. He chose Disposable Heroes and Orion, and he said, "That's a tough one because it varies night to night, but overall I enjoy playing Disposable Heroes, and I'm gonna throw in Orion as a sort of backup." So as you see, these are two songs from Master of Puppets, which was Cliff Burton's final album with Metallica before he tragically passed away in a bus crash. And these are really bass-driven songs. You know, obviously most of the Metallica songs with Cliff Burton, from the Cliff Burton era, you know, the bass had a really important role, and it was really an important part of the songs. So it's really interesting to see that Rob chose these tracks and not, for example, at the time from Death Magnetic, which was the first Metallica album he was part of. And it's really interesting. So let's go to the next one, who is Lars Ulrich, the drummer and co-founder. And the song he chose was Sad But True. And this is what he said: "My favorite Metallica song to play live is Sad But True." And obviously, I mean, it's a song that the drums are quite important, and the drums play a really important role in that song. Obviously, in every song the drums are important, but I think more important, more present in Sad But True for sure. The next one, let's go to James Hetfield. And Hetfield didn't mention any songs. He just said the first one, and this was his explanation. The first one because that's when it's all happening, man. Everything is hitting you at once. It's just boom. It's a testament to your attitude, because you go out there and you might be feeling crappy, and then all of a sudden you go brang. He imitated a guitar chord, and it's woo. Then everything is great, everything's fine, the world is okay now, I'm gonna be fine. Or you go, oh, my sound is horrible, or it's rainy, and blah blah blah. It has a lot to do with my attitude. But the first song is always my favorite because you get an instant. You can tell how the gig is gonna go. And I mean, it's really interesting because Hetfield faced a lot of mental issues, mental health issues over the past decades. And I was even at a Metallica concert here in Brazil when he said that to the entire stadium, that he was feeling bad. He was he was not confident at the time, and he was not he didn't have confidence in his playing and his singing, and he thanked his bandmates for the support they used to give him. And he said something that really meant a lot to me, that he told the entire stadium that, you know, if you're feeling lonely, don't forget you got friends, you got people who love you, you got people who care about you. So it was a really touching moment, and it was just really an incredible moment of the incredible experience that is seeing Metallica live. But let's continue. Let's go to Kirk Hammett, and he listed a lot of songs. I mean, Kirk has a lot of favorite songs, and he listed, for example, No Leaf Clover, Jump into the Fire, and these songs are from many different albums, Seek and Destroy, Dyer's Eve, Blackened, Frantic, and Sanitarium, Welcome Home. And he didn't explain all these songs, but in an interview with from the Metallica archives from Metallica.com. He talked about a few of these songs, and he said, I really enjoy playing No Leaf Clover, and it's relatively new, and I really enjoyed playing Jump in the Fire, and now that we're playing with F star rather than G. I love playing Seek and Destroy. Of course, I like playing Dyer's Eve because it's a challenge every time we play it. Every time I play that guitar solo and I pull it off, and I'm like, yeah, I did it again. It's really difficult guitar solo for me. I love playing Blacknet as well. I really enjoy playing Frantic, and I think it's a great song to play, and I really have fun playing there. I also love playing Sanitarium. Actually, I love playing them all. So Kirk is happy about the band's entire catalog. But you know, about playing Metallica live, and I think it's really interesting because they're the only band that I ever had the chance to see doing this. And usually when I go to a concert, you know, let's say I'm gonna see Metallica this year. You know, I'm not gonna see them this year because they're not coming here in Brazil. But let's say I would see Metallica next week. I would go to Setlist FM and would see their more recent setlist because maybe there's a song they're gonna play that I don't know yet, and I want to know that song to have a good experience when watching them live. You know, to know that song a little bit better, enjoy their moment. You know, seeing the song being played live, and being able to sing along to it, and etc. And when I had the chance to see Metallica only once, and when I went to see them 3 years ago, I took a look. I was looking at the set list from the dates, you know, from the other cities they would play before coming to where I live, and every set was different. You know, there was a basis to it, obviously. Every show they would play Enter Sandman, Master of Puppets, all the biggest hits, you know, all the biggest songs, the most famous songs they would play every year, everywhere. But they would change a few songs in the set list. So maybe, you know, their concert from two days ago, they would change 3 songs, 4 songs. And I thought it was fantastic because every set list was kind of unique, and it shows how good they are as a band and how tight they are, because you know when a band starts a tour, they usually play the same set list for 1 year and a half maybe, or an entire year, because they're trained to do that. But Metallica can play everything live, you know, if you think about it, because if you take all the songs they played during the tour, it's much more than maybe, I don't know, the 20-something songs they played in a concert, because their concert's quite long, it's quite big. They might have played like 35, 40 songs during a year, different songs. So I think that's really interesting about them, and it's something that makes them even more special, and gives them, I think, they totally deserve the title of the biggest heavy metal band in the world right now, because